Microsoft rising as well today. Good cloud strength. Earnings beat, raise the guidance. John's got that covered for us, John.
Yeah, all-time highs for Microsoft this morning because the cloud is growing, margins are strong, and the legacy PC business is even strong, which we saw reflected in Intel and AMD earnings as well. Microsoft even benefited from something that hurt AMD. They sold fewer low-margin Xboxes this Christmas because the new version's coming out in 2020, and that boosted Microsoft's gross margins. A few areas were a little weak, Search and Surface, for example, but Windows strength made up for those. What really matters to investors here is Azure grew 64% constant currency over last year, and other cloud-connected products, particularly hybrid offerings, also saw healthy growth. The larger intelligent cloud segment grew quite a bit. Now, on the Q3 guide at $34.5 billion, that's above the street's expectations, driven by that intelligent cloud segment and a hike in margin expectations. Intelligent cloud, of course, includes SQL Server, Windows Server, Visual Studio, things like that. We get Amazon results today, AWS, expected to grow 37% and expect a lot of comparisons between the two. It's not apples and oranges because you kind of got to take a combination of Azure and intelligent cloud to compare it to AWS. But safe to say there's an argument to be made that after these results, Microsoft probably still very much in the hunt with Amazon. If Amazon comes in light on cloud, that will be a concern given how well Microsoft is doing. Also interesting, given how much they're all spending on beefing up sales forces, that Microsoft's margins still remain so good.
Very good. And this is another wow. It's just happening much more quietly and slowly than Tesla. But the fact that Microsoft has turned itself around after this fallow period of about a decade and is now leading or very close to the lead of this next technology wave, it's extraordinary. It's also very unusual. You rarely see the leader in one technology wave finding a way to get to the front of the next technology wave. And the fact that they're doing it's just a huge tribute to them.
Even more seldom do you see the leader in a wave kind of fall off
and then
a time or two and then get back on the horse. I think it speaks to the importance of deeply understanding companies, because the narrative on Microsoft was like, oh, everything's wrong over there. Everything was not wrong at Microsoft. Satya Nadella has been there for a long time. He's been working on Windows Server. He's been working on Azure for a while, even under Steve Ballmer. They were doing some things right. They just had to put the pieces together in the right way, in the right order.
That's right.
So you miss mobile, you catch the next bus, right?
They certainly have. Yeah. Absolutely.
Miss mobile, miss Web 2.0. You could argue there's a few buses that they missed. One or two they might have gotten hit by, but they still managed. I mean, it's a big company. They still managed to get up and keep going.